Salutations, viewers! It is I, the Canine King, and welcome back to another video! Hey! Hey you! Get out of here! Ugh! Dogs. Salutations, viewers! It is I, the Kitty Empress. I want to apologize for that interruption. So, I've recently uploaded 2 stop-motion videos and an LPS video. So, it's about time that I upload an arts and crafts video. Except I'm not really doing any arts and crafts. Let me explain. So, rather than doing an arts and crafts video, I wanted to show you guys some of my already repainted LPS and some of my clay sculptures. The reason I'm doing this is because I want you guys to kind of get a feel for my sort of art style, I guess you could say that. And also, you may be confused when I say clay sculptures. You may be thinking of those weird nude statues or something else. My sculptures are nothing like that. Most of them resemble LPS, and some of them resemble more realistic type things. And sometimes I'll do mugs and pots. Usually it's little critters. Or big mythical critters. It really depends on how I'm feeling. The reason why I'm not showing all of my repaints and all of my sculptures is because that would be spoilers to a future series I'm working on. Hintity hint, hint, hint. So I decided let's just start with the repaints and then we'll move on to the sculptures afterwards. Huzzah! First up is this fox-looking dude. You probably recognize him from my first ever video. So, there isn't much explanation behind him. He's actually my first ever repaint. Pretty much I found him at a garage sale and he was looking very, very plain. Just a straight brown with like one blue flower on him, and his eyes didn't even have like regular design. They were super plain. And I decided to repaint him, and now he kind of looks like some sort of Pokemon type creature. I really don't know how to explain it. Kind of reminds me of Vulpix or maybe Ninetales. Yes, I am a Pokemon fan. I love Pokemon. I can't help it. They're so cute. Next up is my Sally repaint. So pretty much I had a duplicate of one of my dachshunds and I decided, you know what, I'm going to repaint it. And I turned it into a Sally dachshund. I'm kind of a really big fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, so that's the main reason why I decided to do it. It took me an eternity to do each of the individual little stitches and just all of the minor little designs, but I love the end result of what she is. It's just fabulous. Well, you can't have Sally without Jack Skellington. It took me an eternity to get the white to be a good coverage on this guy, because he was originally kind of a dark gray, but it is a pretty good end result. I wouldn't say he's as good as my Sally, but I do really like the way he turned out. Next up is this terrifying clown elephant. Yeah, pretty scary. I don't really know what I was thinking. I just remember originally looking at this LPS that was a plain blue and didn't really have any other colors on it apart from in the eyes, and I decided, you know what? Why don't we make this 10 times more creepy, because that trunk isn't making it creepy enough, and I turned it into this. And of course I keep it locked up in a box when I go to bed because I don't trust that. Next up is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, it's my Neapolitan short hair. Oh, I got a bunch of fake LPS, and mainly because I wanted some blank canvases. And when I had the idea to do a Neapolitan cat, I'm so glad it turned out so fantastic. I just love this one so much. Oh my goodness, she's so cute and just so fabulous. And now it's time to move on to my clay sculptures. Huzzah! I have to back it up because it doesn't fit in frame very well. But this is a mug that I made. It's a calico cat mug. And I don't really drink from it because it's just too precious to be drank from. But I absolutely love it. I love his freckles. I love his spots. His tail is the handle. There's a heart. Yeah. It's just, I don't make pots that often, but when I do, I usually go all out. Oh, you're probably wondering, what on earth is this strange thing? It is actually a sea dragon thing. A lot of my clay sculptures are usually dragons because dragons are just some of my favorite things ever. They're just like so cool and so cute and fantastic. This is one of the few ones. This is actually the first one I ever made, and there isn't much explanation behind him. He's just a water dragon. Yeah. Next up is this baby water dragon. He's so precious. I love his little tongue. He kind of reminds me of Ed from the Lion King. I really love him. He's so cute. Next up is this thing, which is a cactus dragon. Yeah, but yeah. It took me a pretty long time to do all of the little fluffy details on him, or spiky details. But I really love him because it turned out great. Is this itty bitty little baby dark dragon? Well, night bloom dragon. He's so cute. He kind of looks like a goat, but he's a dragon, I assure you. Not much else to him, just a flower, some horns. Next up is this little bee dragon thing. I'm not sure if I'd still classify it as a dragon. I'm a very undecisive person, so, yeah, that kind of explains itself. You probably will notice that a lot of my sculptures and painting things are usually cutesy. That's just kind of my art style. I will every once in a while do something spooky or creepy or eerie, but it's often cutesy because I'm not very good at being scary, apparently. Next up is this fire dragon. It took me so long to make sure that these horns and these wings don't continuously break off. A lot of scoring, a lot of slipping, a lot of madness, but he turned out great, and I absolutely love him. Next up is this itty bitty little fire dragon. So you'll probably notice on a lot of my baby dragons there are no wings. This is because it's just too difficult for me to make teeny tiny wings to be able to perfectly fit on their backs and to stay there. So I choose not to do that just because of how difficult it would be, and also because it just probably wouldn't fit very well or look very right. Next up is my amethyst dragon. I really love how the pink fades into the purple. It looks so fabulous. This dragon was actually surprisingly easy to make. The horns stuck really well, and all the little triangle details stuck really well. She was actually really easy to make, which is nice. So, who knows, maybe I'll make even more amethyst dragons in the future. Yay! Next up is my plant dragon, specifically a Titan arum dragon. Titan arum is a type of carnivorous plant that gives off a stench similar to rotten flesh, which I know sounds pretty disgusting, but I think the plant is really fascinating, and I would say that you guys should definitely consider researching it or just looking it up because it is so cool. But let's move on to the next dragon. Next up is my itty bitty little baby sand dragon. She's got a little scorpion tail. She got those little fangs. Oh, she's so cute. This dragon was really simple for me to make and really easy. The baby dragons are actually usually really easy for me to make. I could probably do 3 in one video, which may or may not happen soon. Hintity hint hint hint. But yeah, pretty simple and pretty cute. Next up is my cloud dragon. This took me a pretty long time to make, these big puffy clouds. And I was actually kind of worried when I first took her to the firing place because I thought, uh-oh, what if they're too thick? What if they blow up? Luckily they didn't, and I'm so glad they didn't because I really love this mold and I really love the way her eyes turned out. They're just so pretty. Oh my goodness, this has to be one of my favorite things that I've sculpted. It is my baby cloud dragon. Oh, she's so cute. You can tell that there was a slight accident with one of her antennas. It broke off. Luckily, I used some glue and put it back together. But she is just so cute, so tiny, and I just want to make a billion more of these because they are just so friggin' cute. So before I end, I kind of couldn't hold my excitement and decided to show one of the repaints that would be a so-called spoiler to a future series I'm working on. I decided to show one of them just because I'm so excited for it and I want to give everyone a heads up on what it may or may not be about, but these have to be some of my favorite repaints. I love them so much, and I'm just going to show you a sneak peek of one of them. Here is the sneak peek to the future series that I am working on. This is my spider monkey. Get it? It's a pun because instead of Spider-Man, it's spider monkey. I know I'm hilarious. But in all seriousness, I absolutely love this repaint. It is so cool. It took me forever to do the little web designs on him, but it definitely turned out fantastic. And this series is going to be fantastic, or should I say, super. So, that's about it for some of my clay sculptures and some of my repaints. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that little sneaky peek that I gave you is getting some of you hyped for my future series, because I know I am. Whoop whoop! I hope you all had a wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Don't forget about me!